Hey guys, we are in Iceland, and in this episode, I thought I'm going to share with you guys one feature that I would not have survived without on this trip. So being on a trip like this, the goal is to make as much content as possible. Because the reality is, being a dad nowadays, I don't have the luxury of going out on trips all the time like this. So when I do, I really want to make sure I'm making most of my time. So that means I'm shooting a bunch of photos for Instagram, I'm shooting long form videos for the YouTube channel, and I'm making short form content all at the same time on one trip. That being said, I'm constantly switching from vlogging to shooting epic B-roll to shooting photos. And it can be a huge pain in the butt constantly changing all the settings on my camera. You know, you're fumbling with the menu and changing your frame rates and shutter speeds and fumbling back and forth between photo and video. It's just no fun. That is until I started using the custom dial buttons on my Sony a7S III. So if you've ever used the custom dial modes before, essentially they're custom profiles with your preferred settings saved. So how I use them is I use all three custom modes to go between photos to vlogging to epic B-roll. So on my camera, I have custom mode 1 set to vlogging, and then I have custom 2 set to my epic B-roll, and then I have custom mode 3 for photos. By having all these three modes set on custom mode 1, 2, 3, it means I'm not gonna be missing moments, especially when doing a lot of run and gun filmmaking. There's not a lot of time to set up and choose your right settings. You wanna be able to go and just bang, 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 get that footage shot, get those photos shot, and just be done, and move on to the next location. So when it comes to the custom profiles on C1, I'm using it for vlogging. So I'm gonna choose 25 frames per second, shutter 50, and then f2.8, and then ISO 640. And the reason why I'm using 640 is because I'm shooting an S-Log3 S-Cinetone, which is a really flat picture profile that I love to use to get the maximum amount of dynamic range and to have flexibility in post to color grade. And with S-Log3 S-Cinetone, the base ISO is 640. So you want to use that one to get the best quality footage coming out of your camera. Dial mode number 2 then is set to 50 frames per second and shutter of 100. And again, ISO 640 because we're shooting S-Log3 S-Cinetone. And we're using those settings because we want to get nice, smooth, slow motion. And for dial number 3, it's for photo mode. So I usually have it at 1/250th of a shutter speed. I have f2.8, and then I have ISO 100 for that dial mode. And now with all these three settings saved on custom dial mode 1, 2, 3, I can just switch easily in between all three and just be shooting photos. Then I can start vlogging. Then I can start filming my epic B-roll, go back to shooting photos with just few clicks on the dial rather than having to go back into the settings and change all those things up. Honestly, it's a pretty simple tool, but if you are a hybrid shooter shooting photos and video, especially as a content creator where you're vlogging and then you're filming epic B-roll, the custom dial mode is something that you can't skip out on. You want to be using that because it's going to help you to not miss any moments. So hopefully this will help you guys out, be the best hybrid shooters out there. We're just waiting right now for the sun to perfectly align and light up this crazy mountain. It's called Krakatinden. The boys also decided to take a coffee break. I don't drink coffee, but they're enjoying it over there. Watch this. Gunnar, I gotta say this is probably one of the most scenic places to have coffee.
Right?
Doesn't get better than that.
Chapo, we actually ran out of gas, so this is sort of a cold brew. But we're gonna see. Maybe it's gonna work.
Oh no.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be something.
Yes. Well, it's like semi-cold brew.
While the boys get their cold brew ready and we wait for the perfect sun lighting, I want to tell you about this episode's sponsor, and that's Artless. Now, as much as I love doing these types of trips and getting epic cinematic content, the reality is that it's just not always possible, especially now being a dad. So what do when I have a project that I want to be really epic, but I just don't have the time or money to go out and travel and shoot? I go to Artless. I'm almost embarrassed to admit this to myself, but the cinematic footage that you can access on Artless platform is a million times more epic than I could ever shoot. I mean, all the epic drone shots you're enjoying right now as I'm speaking, they're from Artless. They weren't even shot by me. Gone are the days of cheesy stock footage that we'd all cringe watching. We as creators live in such a special time where we literally have access to thousands of cinematic clips from all around the world at our fingertips. And what makes Artless cinematic stock footage really stand out is that they actually give the creator flexibility to tell a story. Their cinematic footage is always filmed in sequences, meaning as an editor, you can actually piece together your story. And now Artless has actually streamlined this whole process of finding cinematic footage with their brand new AI-powered search engine. finding the right cinematic footage is faster than ever. You don't have to guess the right keywords in order to get the right kind of clips, and instead you can just search with normal human language. You can write the emotion or the action or the aesthetic you're looking for, and it's gonna help you find the right clips for you. For example, for this video, if I wanted an epic shot of a drone flying off in order to establish the scene where we're at, I just write flying drone in Iceland, and voila, all of a sudden I have a drone that's flying in Iceland. But their AI technology just gets even better. Once you've chosen your right cinematic clip, it's as well going to use AI to figure out what would be the best sound effects for this specific piece of cinematic footage, which is so helpful in the whole process because now you can find your footage way faster and the right sound effects to make it come alive. If you want to use their assets on your social media channels, then you're going to get the social plan for $29.99, or if you want to use it for commercial purposes, you're going to get the Max Pro plan for $39.99, which is so ridiculously affordable for the high quality assets you're getting. As well, if you use the link in my description, you get 2 months free, so don't miss out on that. With the sun finally setting, there was only one thing to do: start shooting. Literally everything fell into place. The lava jeep, these two amazing human beings, and the most epic location you could ever ask for.